This behavior is narcissism. If that's not narcissism, I don't know what it is.
And that's the first thing you've been right about.
Look at that. As you can see, look at that. She is fine. She is fine. And she's natural.
You don't know what the natural woman looks like, bro. So why are y'all so invested in natural women?
Real truth that they keep hiding from y'all. Every action has a reaction. If you put on clothes, if you post provocative pictures, if you dress like a Jezebel, that attention is gonna come your way. That is the law of reality.
I am so sick of men weaponizing psychology speak. I'm so sick of men using words that mean stuff that really, you know what I'm saying? They're really impactful words that we need to be using, like to describe things accurately, to call things out. And they're just throwing them out there, throwing it out there. And now the words are losing value and the discussions are becoming convoluted and we can't really spot the real from the fake and so on and so on and so on. I'm sick of it. I am. It needs to it needs to stop immediately. It's really like disgusting. And it's all because men are being selfish and men are being manipulative. That's all it is. Men talking about the way women dress. Oh, I love natural women. Men talking about every woman's a narcissist. Men talking about every woman is sexualizing themselves or blaming women for being sexualized by saying they're sexualizing themselves. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We gotta stop that shit. We need to really cut that shit out right now. This is exactly what I'm talking about, how the men have weaponized they're weaponized therapy. They're weaponizing therapy speak. They don't know what the fuck. They don't know how to use it. They don't know anything. They're just weaponizing the words, which the reason why this is important, like we got to stop this shit, is because they're undermining the value of the word. They're undermining the impact of the word, right? Because they're just throwing it out there. The same thing they do with like calling every man a simp or calling every man a panderer or whatever the case. It doesn't mean anything now. It means nothing, right?
It's narcissism.
Narcissism.
Being unable to pronounce the word is probably a good indicator that you should not be speaking on the topic, but let's hear him out.
The narcissist, by definition, is someone who has a huge self-importance.
A narcissist is actually somebody who's diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, but okay, let's continue.
Well, ladies, that definition is damn near 85 to 90% of y'all. Let's just go off the TikTok trends. The trends that y'all got that's going crazy, that's going all this shit, has everything to do with y'all body. That one shit, I love this one, I ain't gonna lie, but that on top of cars, all that shit, come on, G. Y'all going to a car wash, also in public, wetting yourself up, twerking on top of y'all cars and shit.
I have no idea what he's talking about. This creator is not aware that his algorithm is built by what he's engaging with and what he's looking at. So the reason why you're seeing some car wash, whatever that he's talking about, is because he's actively looking for those types of videos and engaging with them. You also hear him talk about how he loves that trend, which is why it's on his For You feed. But then he goes on to shame the same women who are doing it. The hypocrisy, for some reason, it just goes right over their head. This is why I always tell women to just do whatever they want.
And y'all sit there and take pictures of yourself all day and then post it on social sites for likes, because you can take the same pictures and they'll be in your phone.
Another creator is mad that we use social media for its intended purposes, that we take pictures of ourselves and post them online for likes, as social media is intended to be. Okay?
This behavior is narcissism. If that's not narcissism, I don't know what it is.
And that's the first thing you've been right about. You actually don't know what narcissism is. So let me give you a little bit of a background to kind of help you out here. I wish they did not give you guys these terms on social media because you guys have taken them and ran with them way too far. Narcissism is actually a pervasive pattern of thinking, feeling, and behaving that causes dysfunction across your life, like your work and your relationships. It's a personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder requires an official diagnosis. It is a lifelong thing. It's from lifelong patterns of behavior. Women using social media for its intended purposes, women jumping on whatever trends they want to be on that you're clearly indulged in, people posting, people talking about themselves, people liking themselves a lot, having an inflated sense of ego. Those things do not make them a narcissist. A narcissist is shorthand for a person with narcissistic personality disorder. If you can't even pronounce the word, like I said, I believe you should not be speaking on the subject. Not only do you know nothing about mental health, you're talking down on women. And I think the true reason why you're doing that is because you're bitter. I can tell that you're not being chosen. You have a lot of time to be talking about women being hoes, not wanting to spend money on them. Wrap it up.
we got to get into this. I want to get into this because this is exactly what it like. He's a prime candidate for that. Like, men don't know what the fuck they be talking about. They just say stuff to try to, it's all about manipulating women. Now every 90% of women are narcissists. They're not. They're not. Men, I could believe, I think 80 to 90% of men have narcissistic tendencies. I don't think that if we tested every single man that 80% would test positive, you know, and it would come back that we all had narcissism. But do we have narcissistic tendencies? 90%? Yes, I do. And I mean like strong ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like how, like my son has profound autism, right? And somebody actually emailed me the other day and said that I might be autistic. And I thought that was kind of funny because A, I'm not, but B, I like live with a profoundly autistic child. You know what I'm saying? So I know what autism looks like. But I probably have some things, you know, because autism has so many different things that, you know what I'm saying, that qualify, you know what I mean? Like autism is a bunch of different things. Now, if I have ADHD and I'm impulsive, that don't mean I got fucking narcissism. That doesn't mean that I have autism. You know what I'm saying? I can be selfish and not be narcissistic. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. I think, but I think men have a shit ton of narcissistic tendencies, unfortunately. And not only do men weaponize or attempt to weaponize, you know, psychology speak, they also do it with, you know, like, I mean, it could go in the same vein as psychology speak, but like try in a veiled attempt to manipulate women and control women's behaviors. They're always talking about shit that they have no fucking idea about. Just no effing clue, right? No effing clue. It's like, oh, we don't like women that wear a bunch of makeup. We like natural women. And then I'm like, yeah, y'all don't know what the fuck a natural woman looks like. And then the men are like, yeah, we do. And I'm like, okay, then explain this.
I want you to see this woman. This is Naomi Sharon. This is Drake's new artist. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. That is a natural beauty right there. And she's giving me Sade vibes, but she sounds like Tim's. This is Drake's new artist. And she is really good. When I say really good, really, really good. I'm feeling her.
Now, this video is not about shaming this woman's body or anything like that. I personally couldn't care less. I think she's beautiful, whatever, right? Like, I don't have no problems with that. But we got to clock it. He said this woman is all natural. Now, granted, she has a lot of natural beauty. I think he's getting it confused. But she's not on, she has a 30 fucking 5-inch blonde bust down bone straight weave in her hair right now, bro. The fuck is you talking about? She got on makeup. Looks like she probably has some work done on her face as well. Yeah, okay, granted, she don't have a BBL. Awesome. Great. She has fucking phenomenal physique. Great. Again, I don't think anything wrong. I love the hair. I love the makeup. I like the stuff. So you can't come to me and be like, oh, no. I'm not shaming it. I'm just being real. You don't know what the fuck a natural woman looks like, bro. So why are y'all so invested in natural women? That's the shit that blows my mind. I will never understand that shit. Y'all be up here like, oh, I just want me a natural girly. I want me a natural girly. I want me a natural woman. You see a woman in all of her done upness with all the everything, probably got a spray tan, all types of I can just a little shit, a bunch of shit. Fingernails, nails done, long out to here. What are we calling natural nowadays? Is my question. What are we calling natural? That's all I want to know. The point I'm making is you find her attractive the way she is, meaning you don't give a fuck about natural women. So stop saying that stupid shit. Y'all only say that shit to try to manipulate and control women. The women know because they know you never know. This is a perfect example. Y'all never know. You never know. You don't know what a BBL is. You don't know what fake breasts look like. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't know shit. But I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. I just find it funny because she got on fucking like nine inch acrylic nails, and this fool up here talking about she's natural. My guy, what are we calling natural at this? Like, what are we calling natural? But anyways, that just set me off. I'm sorry. And lastly, we have these types of dudes who, like I said before, they're weaponizing the whole like the talk, the rhetoric, these words that mean something. They mean something, but they try to use them. They try to weaponize these concepts and these words like natural women, like narcissism, and now it's sexualizing your listen to this dude, this freaking idiot.
You can't be sexualized unless you sexualize yourself first.
Explain children. Explain the sexualization of children. I'm waiting for that one because there are men walking around right now that are getting sexually aroused by children. Explain that. That's crazy. That's not true. You don't have to sexualize yourself to be sexualized. You're dumb.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, if you're out here wearing skimpy outfits, you have no clothes on, posting, half naked pictures all over the internet all the time, that's your feed, dressing like a Jezebel, you're putting yourself in a light to be seen in a certain way.
So what?
I don't know what else to tell you. That is just reality. You're gonna get sexualized and you're gonna get catcalled. Now,
women are going to listen. You were almost there. Women are going to get sexualized and catcalled no matter what. So if they're going to get sexualized and catcalled, wouldn't it make sense for them to dress however the fuck they want to dress no matter what, and look however they want to look no matter what? Whether it be tight, skimpy clothes or fucking burkas, who cares? If they're going, because they're going to get sexualized either way, wouldn't that's the reason, wouldn't that make sense for them to do it? Like, I'm not understanding, right? It's like freedom at some point. If you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, damned if you don't, it becomes like freeing. Like, I talked about this before, like being black. I'm like, definitely I'm not free, right? But I'm free in certain ways because I don't fear like, oh man, it's going to get bad for black people. Like, it been bad for us. So I say what the fuck I want to say. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever my black ass wants to do, because I don't give a fuck. Because what's the worst they could do to me? Make me a slave? You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. That's how women. We've just done so much shitty shit to women, terrible, egregious things to women, and we continue to do them. That women are just like, some women are just like, fuck it. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do because they're gonna do it to me anyway.
Now, I always hear the argument, women should be able to wear whatever the hell they want. Well, yeah, like, of course, you have 100% free will, especially in a country like the United States of America. But here's the part that nobody wants to touch on.
He resents that. Every time that hurt him, especially in the United States. I don't know what they're doing over there. Like, that's the sentiment. That's what I got from what he said.
The real truth that they keep hiding from y'all. Every action has a reaction. If you put on clothes, if you post provocative pictures, if you dress like a Jezebel, that attention is gonna come your way. That is the law of reality.
A lot of times women aren't even sexualizing themselves. I just saw a video of a girl, like a high school girl, post a video about she had like she had posted herself like in like a homecoming dress, and she like put it in the caption like my homecoming dress or something like that. And like 55, 60-year-old men were like, oh, that dress will look better on the floor. That dress will look better on my nightstand. That dress, like, to a child. Like, so if you're going to sit here and tell me that that's her fault, then we need to check your hard drive.
And let's go ahead and flip it, right? Let's say a millionaire who you didn't know was a millionaire because he was dressed like a homeless person walked up to you. You wouldn't even look twice. You wouldn't even give him the time of day. Why? Well, because of his appearance, you probably assume that he has no value. He can't offer anything to your life. And as much as people like to deny this, every single human being judges the book by its cover, because appearance screams value most of the times. He dresses like a bum, he gets treated like a bum. No.
Imagine white people saying that about black people. Just because we do it doesn't make it right, you dipshit.
Nobody's gonna take him serious. He can't pull a shorty like that. Same rules apply here. We're playing the same game here. You dress in a sexual way, you're gonna be viewed in a sexual way. The attention and the type of men who come up to you are not gonna be the same quality that you want. That's just reality, and I don't understand why this is so hard to comprehend.
It's not that women can't comprehend it, it's that women aren't accepting it, and that's the confusion there. It's not that women don't understand what men are doing or even why men are doing it. They're just not accepting it, and I wouldn't either if I were them. The point is, a woman should be able to dress how she wants and not be judged negatively simply by how she's dressed. I get to a certain extent, again, like, or to your point, it's natural, right? We're going to judge people by their cover. Okay, cool. But that should go away once you get to know the person. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't treat that woman differently. You can think what you want to think about her. That's fine. Keep it in your fucking mind until further notice. I don't have a problem with you. You can think whatever you want to think. I have a problem with how you act. If you can't file that shit away, if you can't go, okay, she looked like a 304. She looked like a hoe. She looked like she gonna rob me. She look whatever, right? Whatever, right? Cool. But I really don't know her. So let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get to know her. And then you don't have the capacity to do that. Now you're the problem. Now it's on you. I expect every woman to treat me like a loaded weapon that I meet. Every woman that doesn't know me or barely knows me or whatever, I expect her to treat me like a loaded gun. I'm okay with that. Should she treat me like that? Not should she, but like, would I think it was odd if she treated me like that forever? Probably. But I wouldn't care if she treated me like that at first. I would understand it. That's just how it is, man. That's how it is. Y'all need to grow the fuck up, though.